In this video, I'm gonna give you a full step-by-step tutorial, everything you need to know about selling on Amazon via merchant fulfillment. Merchant fulfillment is a great strategy for those looking to scale fast and take full advantage of Q4, the best time of the year for Amazon sellers, which is right around the corner. My first $100,000 in profit was almost exclusively merchant fulfillment selling on Amazon back in the day. I'm gonna walk through the pros of merchant fulfilled, what supplies you need, how to tell a good merchant fulfilled product, your shipping templates, and everything in between to help you scale your business fast this Q4 using Amazon merchant fulfilled. Let's get right into it. So to start off, what actually is selling on Amazon via merchant fulfilled? Typically, you'll hear people talking about Amazon FBA, which stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, which is when you ship your products off in bulk to the Amazon warehouse and they handle the rest. Merchant fulfilled is when instead of the shipping products off to Amazon, you ship the product directly to the customer yourself. This doesn't make sense in every case, but it definitely makes sense during back to school and Q4, the best times of the year for Amazon sellers when competition goes down, pricing goes up, and demand goes up, and you don't have time to wait 1 to 3 weeks for those products to check into Amazon FBA. So instead of shipping your products off to Amazon, you ship your products directly to the customer. So say an online arbitrage purchase, for example, you order a good product from Walmart, it takes 3 to 5 days to get here. It'll take another 1 to 2, maybe 3 weeks for it to get to Amazon FBA if you were to FBA that product. However, with merchant fulfilled, you can get that product, let's say, same day when it arrives and learn quicker on if the purchase was good or not, make money quicker, and restock that product quicker, which is a huge benefit of merchant fulfilled. Those are the main pros of merchant fulfilled. A lot of people think shipping's expensive or that FBA is better, that FBM's better. However, that's actually not the case. It's pretty much the same in terms of cost. When you FBA products, you do pay FBA fees, but you don't pay individual shipping, which is based on size and weight. When you FBM a product, you don't pay FBA fees, but you do pay individual shipping, which is based on size and weight, and that typically ends up being pretty much the exact same thing. However, items that are above 20 bucks but well below £1 tend to be a little bit better via merchant fulfilled. However, in terms of deciding what's a good merchant fulfilled product, it really just depends on what the market looks like on that item. Where we're gonna check this is on the offer summary on SellerAmp, which you can activate in your settings, as well as the data buy box statistics on Keepa, checking what percentage of sellers are getting buy box or FBM. If you take a look at a listing and it's like 13 sellers and they're all FBA, you probably won't be able to FBM that listing. However, if it's 13 sellers and 7 of them are FBA and 6 of them are FBM, you probably are going to be able to merchant fulfill that product, and it is going to make sense to go ahead and test. Another thing I like about merchant fulfilled, especially for beginners, is you can test products super light in that you don't have to buy a bunch and put them all into one box to make sense shipping bulk product to Amazon. With merchant fulfilled, you can literally test one of stuff and you can get it to market quicker and learn quicker, which are huge benefits, especially for new sellers. So in general, what determines a good FBM product isn't necessarily what type of product it is or like the weight. It really just comes down to are other people merchant fulfilling that item, which as we get closer and closer to the peak of the fourth quarter, December 5th to December 20th, more and more listings are going to become merchant fulfilled friendly. Like I was saying, guys, merchant fulfilled can be absolutely life-changing with how quick of progress you can make. My first Q4 as an Amazon seller, my biggest month was about 105 grand in revenue, which was right around $20,000 in profit. However, that first November, my first Q4, I did over $30,000 in profit. And a really big component of that was that I didn't have to wait for a product to check into FBA to restock it. I could go into my local stores with retail arbitrage, get product in hand same day, and ship it out literally the same day if it sold the same day with merchant fulfilled. So I was restocking stuff so quick, and then continue that momentum in December when I made over $50,000 in profit, about 90% of which was merchant fulfilled. You can't sleep on FBM, especially not this Q4. In terms of supplies you'll need for merchant fulfilled orders, don't overcomplicate it, guys. You don't really have to print out the packing slip that Amazon tells you to. Really, all you're going to need in terms of supplies is going to be these 4x6 shipping labels that'll go on top of the poly mailer or box. You can actually get these completely free on the UPS website, so make sure you do that. In terms of poly mailers, which is what most of the products I sell go on, I like 9x12, 12x15, and 19x24 ones from Amazon. However, you'll know what size is best for you just based on what you sell. And then in terms of boxes for merchant fulfilled, I like getting them from Walmart or Uline. There's a variety of different sizes they're on. almost all of that will cover most of the things you are going to be selling via merch fulfilled. In terms of what to charge for shipping, this is really important in terms of making sure you have your shipping template set up correctly. A lot of beginners screw this up, so make sure you listen up and take notes and actually implement this. If you take a look at a listing, most of the sellers you see that are merch filled are going to be charging $0 for shipping. You just bake it into cost, because remember guys, when you sell items merch filled, you don't pay FBA fees. The big and really important thing for shipping templates, guys, is going to be making sure you charge $30 plus $1 per pound or something expensive like that for next day, 2-day, and expedited orders, so you make sure you don't lose any money if Amazon charges you a lot. A lot of beginners don't have that set up and they end up having to pay a little bit too much and take a loss on some orders. So make sure for next day, 2-day, and expedited orders, you charge like $30 plus $1 per pound or something along those lines. That actually is a big hack too with merch fill, is that if you're buying shipping same day, sometimes Amazon will only charge you like 12 bucks and you might have charged the customer $32 for that expedited order. So you just made another $20 in profit. That gets into my next point. In terms of where to actually buy shipping, just buy whatever's cheapest. For the most part, items under 1 pound are going to go USPS and items above 1 pound are going to go UPS. However, just buy whatever's cheapest through Amazon. Another cool thing is that you're actually also going to get a lot of multiple item orders via FBM too, which is cool as well. That actually helps you save some money and add to your profit margins too. Another thing I'd recommend in terms of FBM shipping, if Amazon ever seems super expensive, use what's called Pirateship, which is a third-party shipping service you can use. Every once in a while, you'll get an order from a weird address where Amazon wants you to pay a ton, or for whatever reason, just go ahead and buy it on Pirateship. That'll be nice and easy. It's really important to note, guys, when you're estimating the profit for an FBM order on SellerAmp, do not automatically just take off the shipping from the profit calculator you see. It's really important that you actually scroll down and toggle over to the FBM calculator on SellerAmp and then plug in the estimated FBM shipping cost. Make sure you take a screenshot of that so you can go ahead and add that in for your FBM cost on SellerAmp after you toggle it from FBA to FBM to get the exact estimated shipping you're going to pay and the exact estimated profit you're going to see on that specific item. Another really important thing for FBM to actually get the buy box, this is probably the #1 thing beginners are kind of confused about. A lot of people think it's hard to get the buy box to FBM. Important to note though, you're not really going to be FBMing on any items that you don't already see people doing it on via the buy box stats and just looking at the offer summary on that product on SellerAmp. However, another really nice thing to get the buy box to FBM is going to be utilizing 0-day handling time on a specific item, which basically means you say instead of the default 1 or 2 day shipping that you're going to ship the items quicker, and therefore that's offering a better customer experience to your customers. So Amazon's going to do the buy box more. So when you take a look at a product on Amazon from the customer view, the person in the buy box typically is going to have delivery dates that are really soon. So like, for example, we're filming this like August 29th, so like delivery date might show us like September 5th. You might see down at the bottom in the other sellers that are people that are like their delivery dates like September 20th. So of course they're not going to get the buy box share as much. You have to make sure you're either doing 1-day handling time or ideally 0-day handling time if possible if you're looking to get maximum buy box share. The way you do that is you go to the gear menu on Seller Central, then hit shipping settings, then hit general shipping settings, which is very close to where you updated your shipping template, which I know you're going to do based on watching this video, and then just toggle that over to 0-day handling time. It does it for all your listings, and then you're going to get more buy box share. All right, guys, in terms of pricing strategy for merch fill, don't worry about the mumbo jumbo of like only pricing where the other FBM people are. No, just look at where the buy box share is going. That's where you're going to price it, whether it's FBA sellers, whether it's FBM sellers, and within a day or two, you're going to also see just how that specific item is performing with you on it as well. However, as you're scaling up quick with Q4, guys, if something's selling well, consider raising the prices. If you just search on YouTube, Flips for Miles Repricer, or take a look at the link in the description, I'll leave a tutorial for my favorite repricing software that I recommend use once you have like 10 plus ASINs. The best time of the year for merch fill is far and away during the 4th quarter between October 1st and December 31st, when there's basically a ton of holidays, and it's the biggest time of the year for consumer spending. However, it is important to note, guys, every item's unique, and a specific brand or a specific type of product or a specific seasonal type of product doesn't necessarily automatically make it good for FBM or not good for FBM. Every item is unique. Pretty much everything's going to be FBM friendly from like November 15th through the end of December. However, there's tons of stuff that's FBM friendly year round, or just depending on what the market's like on that specific day. It's important to note, guys, there's no rules with any of the stuff. Every listing's unique. Don't be narrow-minded with this stuff. There's no rule. And then in terms of just scaling up your business fast with FBM, especially for Q4, what that really looks like is just testing as many things as you can, small quantities, merch filled, and then buying deep once you have proven results on that specific item. That's a huge mistake beginners make, is I see they speculate on stuff for Q4. I recommend not doing that whatsoever. Just buy stuff that's profitable today, focus on quick flips, don't buy deep on something until it's already proven. The only time to buy 100 of something is when 46 sold yesterday. I've literally FBM 400 of the same product, one specific ASIN, in one day during Q4. The volume's insane, and I want to make sure you guys have a great grip on everything you need to know with Merch Build so you can maximize that time. So that's the full overview of how Merch Build works, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. If you want full unparalleled 101 access to me, now is also a great time to apply for my coaching program. I'll leave that down below at the link in the description. If you want my personal phone number, just want to be around other sellers crushing the game, 3 group coaching calls per week, as well as a one-on-one live sourcing call with myself. Take a look at that down below at the link in the description. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out my full free course right here if you want some more free game. Thanks for watching.